This video is for you if you work from home most of the time. And if at times, it's a bit of a secret, you feel a bit lonely, you feel a bit disconnected, you feel a bit out of it, a bit out on your own, working from home mostly all of the time for the past 7 years in a lovely corporate job. Thank you, corporate job. And to start with, it was a huge adjustment. It was a huge adjustment from being in lots of busy offices, loads of people, big commute, just lots and lots of people, to being at home, tumbleweeds. Big adjustment. I did. The first year or two, I felt quite lonely. I could feel a bit flat, and then eventually could feel a bit sad. But here's how I worked my way out of it. No, I love working from home. I think I'm a bit ruined for a proper office life if I ever have to go back in the office. A bit of a challenge, but yeah, I'll manage, I suppose. But yes, so here's how I managed to get out of that loneliness and to build some connection into my life. The main thing is try and see real people, real physical people in real life as often as you can. In your job, try and go in if there's a meeting in your head office. If it's not too far away, try and go in for it face to face. If your manager is far away, maybe you can meet them halfway somewhere for a catch up regularly, to do something. Try and see, ideally with your people that you work with, face to face on a regular basis. So try and see that. If that's not possible, that's not always possible. You might have a global role, but if you can, try and see the people that you work with face to face. If you can't, and even if you can, try and see real people face to face. So what I do in the evening, so I'm on calls all day, virtual calls all day. It's such a different world that we live in these days. It's such a different world, isn't it? It's funny. But anyway, that's most of my job. I'm on calls most of the day, virtual calls. But in the evenings, I really make sure a few evenings that I see real people. So I've got some interests. So I'm in the running club, the local running club. And I like running, I like being fit and I like races and things. But I'm genuinely mostly in the running club so I can run with physical people and I can see people, I can have chit chat. And it's kind of running chat. It's like, oh, how are you? Oh, it's a bit hot today. How are you today? Oh, how was your race? It's nothing deep, it's nothing profound, and it's just kind of that tribal thing where I'm connecting with other people physically. So that's all it is. And I think it's kind of replacing, if I was in the office, I'd be, they call it the water cooler chat. I would be, oh, how are you? How was your weekend? Oh, shall I get the coffees? And I would be doing that if I was in a physical office. As I'm not in a physical office, my job is mostly virtual. I'm replacing that with physical people with the running club. I'm in a choir, very similar, very, very similar. Physical people where we're chatting, we're singing. And then at the end, actually, I love my choir. At the end of the choir, we have sherry and we have chocolate and we talk again. Is there a performance coming up? Oh, that was a good song tonight. Nothing deep, nothing profound, just connecting with people. Just connecting. We're social creatures and it's really important. And since I started with the running when I initially started working from home, and that really helped. But since I've joined the choir, I feel really quite balanced with it, really, really quite good. I'm in the fortunate position to have a family. I've got a husband and 2 teenage children, so that's good as well. So I see them as well. But still, they're kind of in their own little worlds, let's be honest, teenagers. So yeah, see physical people, have some chit chat, really, really important. What I do is I have a commute, and it sounds ridiculous. So I have a cute little doggy. She normally photobombs my video. She's not come up, but I have a cute little doggy. And so what I do in the morning, I'll walk around the block like 5 minutes just to get her sorted for the morning. So I walk her for 5-10 minutes, and then I come back, and that's my commute. So my tip is kind of have some kind of a commute. It could be walking around the block for 5 minutes. It could be moving to a different part of the house or something, but something to tell your mind and your body, well, that's me, that's home finished, and now I'm starting my job. So it's like a physical change. So I find that really important. And similar in the evenings, I leave my home office, I move from my home office and I do something different and I lock the door. Yes, that's what I was going to say. So have a commute. And ideally, if you're able, I know not everyone has the space, try and have a separate office. If you can't have a separate office, maybe put your laptop in a cupboard and then in the evening you lock it away. So it's like, that's the end of the work day. That's it. So that's kind of like your commute. You're leaving your office, you're logging off, you're closing, putting away your laptop. So yeah, have a commute and have a separate workspace, ideally a separate office. If you don't have a separate office, put it in a cupboard or something like that. It's like, that's it, lights out, and that's the workday done. And put this one in because I think it's really important these days, because work can be very, very distracting with all these notifications. We use a lot of chat in my job, lots of emails. So I think to do deep focused work, put stuff in the calendar. Even if you work from home, you can still end up letting yourself be distracted by all these notifications. So to do deep work, put it in your calendar, a couple of hours at least. No distractions. Don't look at your chat. Don't look at your emails. And you will be much more effective when you're reviewing that document, when you're writing that paper or writing that document. So limit distractions and really concentrate on your focus time. Focus time is your superpower. That's the thing that'll make you more successful and progress and do all the wonderful things in your career if you're effective. And that'll make you incredibly effective if you protect your focus time and achieve what you set out to do. So protect your time, even if you work from home. And finally, sometimes even with all those things, you can still feel a bit kind of bleh. So again, like I try and arrange some trips. I try and go see people in the office, or try, if I'm lucky, try and go to a conference. And that's really good again, because it's the same. I'm seeing people face to face, maybe not people I work with, but different colleagues in industry. And that refreshes me, seeing people, talking to people, getting a finger on the pulse of what's happening. So that really helps. And if I've gone several months where I haven't really gone anywhere, I can get a bit flat. So I might just mix it up a bit. I might go to a coffee shop for the afternoon or something and work again, just to see people, change a scene. And I do come back refreshed, and I do come back with new ideas, and I do come back, more productive. So yeah, whatever works for you. But for me, it's mostly connection with real people. It's some kind of a commute. Oh, I left this one out. And finally, dress for work. I always dress for work. I put on my nice clothes. I put on nice necklaces. And if you can see my background, that's my work background. People go, "Oh, you in the office?" And I go, "No, I'm not in the office." But I like to treat it like I'm in the office. Again, I'm in work mode. I'm in productive mode. I'm in effective mode. And that really helps. So I go in, I clock the door, I log on, and I'm on for the day, and I'm in work mode. And then when I'm finished, I log off, put away the laptop, and then I'm in home mode. So yeah, they're my top tips for working from home. And yeah, it's an absolute, truthfully, I should have said this, it's an absolute privilege. I'm incredibly lucky to work from home. I'm around to see my daughters. I've got my cute little doggy. I mean, I'm so lucky. But you have to kind of, to be productive and effective and in it for the long game, you have, there's some hacks to make it so that you're happy, fulfilled, connected, and not lonely. I hope this video has been useful for you. What do you do if you work from home? What do you do to stay connected, to stay refreshed, to stay productive? Any tips? I'm open to any tips. I'm always open to new tips. See you in the next video.